A gallery wall is a great way for you to display your favorite photos and art pieces and create a nice focal point on what would otherwise be a pretty boring wall. The idea is to have enough variety and unpredictability to make it interesting, but to also have some sort of element of cohesiveness. You can make it as simple or as busy as you want. The whole point here is for you to feel like your gallery accurately represents you, or you and your partner, or your family. A good place to start is looking at some images for inspiration. Some gallery walls are made up of pieces that almost look like a set, while others are a beautiful collection of seemingly random pieces that somehow make sense when they're all together. When assembling the pieces for your gallery wall, think about things that make you smile when you see them, whether they be pictures you've taken, words that inspire you, or pieces of art that lend an edge to your space. Don't forget, you can add texture with mirrors and 3D objects like clocks and signs as well. How crazy you want to get is totally up to you. There should be something, if ever so small, that makes these things fit together. That could be a color scheme, a type or width of frame, style, shape, just something that makes everything work together. In my case, I chose frames that are all simple and close to the same width and stayed relatively monochromatic with the color scheme, black, white, and gray, with one pop of metallic copper. I also chose to use only personal photos for this particular wall, so I printed out some of my very favorites from past adventures. Now, once you have assembled all the pieces, it's time to figure out how you want to arrange them. Simply place them on the floor, starting with the larger pieces first, and move everything around until you're perfectly pleased with your setup. If you have different colored frames like me, make sure that they're evenly distributed and not all in one corner. Now, hanging the pictures on the wall is not as hard as you might think. There are a few ways to go about this. What I did was simply take a picture of my final arrangement, import it into Photoshop, and then projected it onto the wall. This made it super easy to visualize exactly where the pictures were going to go and start putting up nails in the right place. Now, if you don't have a projector, you can cut out pieces of paper the exact size of each frame and put them up on the wall before placing the nails. With a little bit of hard work and dedication, you are done. You have your very own gallery wall. Aren't you the artistic one?